Michael Schneider has risen to the level of eminence in the field of heart muscle cell regeneration following heart attacks. He discovered the existence of latent heart stem cells in both mice and humans and has cultured the mouse cells in his lab and re-injected them into the injured hearts, where they have turned into healthy new heart muscle.
And this was important because adult heart muscle in mammals doesn't have the same ability to rebuild itself and to regenerate that one would find in other species like zebrafish or salamanders.
Michael's impact on the field was driven both by his own research, which has been exemplary, with many notable discoveries over several decades, but his impact was actually much broader because he, along with a handful of other pioneers, took their seats on NIH study sections as molecular biology, an unfamiliar art to the cardiovascular research community, entered the field.
I liked the clinical problem because it's so severe. I liked the scientific opportunity because so little was known about how to rebuild the heart and promote cardiac repair. It was one of the great unsolved problems facing clinical medicine.
And to date, no therapies have emerged that really alter the natural history of the condition. Stem cell work holds promise to crack that obstacle.
Stem cells from heart muscle itself are different from embryonic stem cells, different from stem cells in bone marrow, different from stem cells in the bloodstream, because these cells have already taken most of the steps necessary to become a cardiac muscle cell.
If shown to be safe in small and large mammal studies, Dr. Schneider, who is head of Britain's National Heart and Lung Institute at Imperial College of London, hopes to take the latent heart stem cell procedure to human trials within 4 to 5 years.
I think the whole field owes a debt of gratitude to Michael. He's gone on to lead programs at Baylor and now in London. He's been a mentor to younger scientists who've grown up around him in both locales.
Dr. Schneider earned a bachelor's degree at Harvard and a medical degree from the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine. He spent 2 years training under Dr. Marshall Nierenberg, who had deciphered the genetic code in the 1960s and won the Nobel Prize. Dr. Schneider says his Duke residency stands out as having a profound influence on shaping his career.
At the time, I genuinely felt it was the best rounded program of cardiology in the country, and therefore I was strongly attracted to Duke for my internal medicine training.
He says the mentorship of Duke physician scientist Dr. Robert Lefkowitz was transforming. Lefkowitz subsequently went on to win the National Medal of Science for his research on cell receptors.
I never trained in the lab with Bob, but had the great fortune to have him both as a mentor on the wards, as my attending physician on Osler Ward, and to have much exposure to him and to his group. It was a great chance for someone, even at the level of an intern and a resident, to be closely embedded with one of the strongest, finest academic communities for heart research anywhere in the U.S.
His wife Beth is head of education at the Royal Academy of Arts in London. They have 2 sons, Nicholas and Zachary, who live in Texas.
Medical Alumni Weekend and the Alumni Award Ceremony has always been my favorite event in the annual calendar of medical center events, and nothing could please me more than to see one of Duke's finest, Michael, being honored this year.